Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Brandon once again, and I just wanted to give a message to everybody because I'm here. I don't really have a great signal where I'm staying, but more so I just felt like making this video as I'm driving because I'm here in the town that I was born in, and I only come back here maybe once every few years. And sometimes it's been up to 5 or more years since in between my times coming here. And I just wanted to give you guys kind of a sort of key to what it is that you can do to improve your situation in coming into your original self on this earth. So one of the reasons I come back to this town is I actually go back. So I do have a relative who lives here, and she's the only relative on my father's side of the family that I even talk to, because I do feel that family is one of the biggest traps that we have. And I know that there's a lot of Moors that I deal with who by the way, the Moors that I am family with, they understand my perspective on family. I don't hide anything from my family. And, in other words, like my family of choice, I don't hide anything from. They all know who I am. They all know what I represent. And, if I have to hide from you, that means that we're not family, And, so one of the biggest traps that I can see in this life is family. It keeps everybody concerned about their own children more than all the other children in the world, about their own brothers and sisters who aren't even like them in most cases, caring about your own so-called blood relatives more than you care about the blood of Christ or the blood of the human family. And I really believe that it is one of the biggest traps that there is. Now I have a number of things that I could point to. Like, for instance, the thing that's coming to mind right now is the way that, like, in the powerful money families in the world, if you don't do things that keeps the sort of spirit of the family, the family demon, if you will, if you don't keep that family demon like on you, then you aren't a part of the family, and you are not a part of the family trust, and they don't trust you with the family assets or any of that kind of stuff. So in a way, and you will get sacrificed, if you're a part of those families and you don't toe the line. So this family thing, I just feel is one of the biggest traps, because it gets us connected to and tied to, and there's this whole agenda that says that somehow our family is more important than the human family. Your own brothers and sisters, your own moms and dads, your own children are more important than every other child, brother and sister, mother and father, aunt and uncle in the world. And this is a travesty, what it's done to the human family, to fragment the human family in favor of our own little families. So I don't play that game, and my family knows that I don't play that game. And at the end of my father's life, we were at the end of his life here on earth, we were able to really build a bond. But he understood, like, do not try and come between me and my Creator, for one, or the job that my Creator put in my heart, the dream of my heart. And because to me, my father was just my brother, and in a way, he was my parent on earth, but I was his parent spiritually. I mean, I was always having to take care of my parents spiritually, because in that way I was essentially more older than them spiritually. So yeah, one of the things I do when I come back to the town of my birth is I go to the spot of the hospital. And ironically, my aunt donated a large amount of money to have a library built in the place, on the spot where I was born. I don't. She didn't plan it that way, but that's what God planned. So I go to this spot, this library, and I usually drop urine there. Whether I pee there, if it's at night, or I'll pee in a bottle, and mark this place out to not only anchor my energy there currently and the God force that flows through me currently there, but also to physically connect with the original divine template that I am. And so I don't know if that strikes anyone as anything important, but I pick up the original energy that as I put it, the one that God created, the original being that I am. I pick up that original energy to make sure that divine template is really nice and strong in me, and I also anchor the current energy to connect the current energy with the beginning energy. And so for whatever it is, that's what I do. It's one of the many things that I do to assure that that original Holy Grail template is very strong in me right now. And I think that's about it. Just trying to think if there's any other details to that. Not right now. There's a lot of other things that I do that I'll begin kind of telling everybody, because I'm wanting to really open up the Breatharian Institute to not only take on more students, but also, just produce more classes and things like that are going to be subscription based or pay as you go per class. So in order to do that, I want to feel that I'm giving everything away for free that can be given away for free. And so this is one of those pieces of information that really you probably won't hear in other places. So it's good to go to your place of birth. Don't hang there for too long, because we're meant to go out and sort of, I don't know, what I call conquer the world. I mean, that's what I call it for me, because I know what the kind of conqueror that I am. I'm not a dividing conqueror. I'm the type of conqueror that is here to conquer the world with God's love, and to really push the world, subdue the world within the throes of God's love. And so that's what I do, but I don't really know what is in other people's hearts to do. I genuinely don't. I don't really know where many other people are. It seems like alliances are coming together for people, where people are trying to get into what they are truly aligned with. And I'm, of course, all for that, whether you're aligned with your own, in other words, like your, what you consider to be yours, in the way of selfishness, or in the way of oh, I gotta eat. You know what I mean? All these rappers and everybody talks about, oh, I gotta eat, I'm hungry, but you're still so stuffed, full that you are like pregnant people, and you eat too much. In other words, like you've got more than what you need. And so I know that everybody has their own alliances, but I also know that God speaks intimately to the heart of every person, and that's how it is. So some of the language in the Institute, some of the English language period is just so hard to communicate things through, because I say one thing and you think I'm saying something else completely different. And so I'm trying to work out as I go along of how exactly to explain these multi-dimensional things to people who for the most part think that we're third dimensional beings. So I just whatever your alliances are, it'll all show. because this is the season, if you will, for everything that's done in the darkness to be brought to light. So I'm all about that. You know, everything that's in the darkest recesses of me can come forth and be a part of this world, because I'm not in a position of hiding from anyone or anything. I love that this is a time for everything to be brought to light, because, you know, like, I think that a large part of humanity's problems is everything that's done in the darkness. You know, it's that all the information that we've needed has been hidden from us. And, you know, it's time for all of that information to set us free, you know. So, on that note, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Go to your place of birth. Go to where you were born and pick up that original template, that original you that was before you were who you think you are now. That was before the world told you you've got to be this or you've got to be that. Like, go to that original place and pick up the original you, you know, and enjoy and take that power that you are into your being, and enjoy yourself, my people, and we'll talk soon. Peace.